welcome back to my channel. I'm Melissa, and we're covering Silo Season 2, Episode 3. I forgot to look up the title of this. Does somebody know it? Because I don't.
Mm-mm.
I don't know it. Okay.
Oh, it's called Solo, like the guy's name.
Oh my God. When he introduced himself, I'm like, really Solo from the Silo? Come on.
I thought that too. And then I was wondering if he had any like Star Wars paraphernalia, if he was gonna like call himself Han Solo.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But nope.
But nope. So I want to make you guys work for it and wait in anticipation because I'm going to ask Andres his thoughts on Wicked first before we dive into Silo.
Why not?
Silo. I said Solo. Silo.
We really are doing this, huh?
Yes, we are, because you
Let's
know
do
why?
it.
They mentioned the Wizard of Oz last episode. I think it's very fitting. It's
Sure.
Yes.
it's about
So
government.
we're
manipulation.
carrying that on to
Yes.
this episode.
And
You know
all
what? It's a
that-
free country, okay? We don't have to, just because we advertise Silo doesn't mean we have to talk about it. It's
We
ridiculous.
will talk about it. We will talk about it. But
But we will talk about it. But yes, I did see Wicked. It's the event movie of the fall, winter right now. So look, I'll be honest, I'm kind of like a sucker for Broadway style musicals and the whole Broadway ambiance. And I feel like they did a good job of, if you go watch Wicked in IMAX, you do get like that same feel of like going to see a Broadway musical, except it's on the big screen and it's more cinematic and stuff. But I mean, they have a big finish to all these musical numbers with great choreography. And I swear, after like every big musical number, there was a round of applause in the audience. I don't know if that happened for you, Melissa, when you went to go see it, but it was a good experience. The movie itself was solid. As somebody who likes Wizard of Oz, I was always kind of aware, like, this is total fan fiction. This is like nonsense, but it's good fan fiction. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on it. I had never seen that Cynthia whatever lady in anything, but she's got an amazing voice, and I thought she did really well. Ariana Grande did pretty well, but I know that she was kind of like doing an impression of like the original actress, Kristen Chenoweth. Like I felt that she was trying to do that. So maybe if I had any critique, I would have said that. But overall, I thought it was a good movie. But if I streamed it at home, maybe I wouldn't have liked it as much because it's flawed and it's like, you know, some issues with the lighting that people have been pointing out. Like it's all real. But I liked it.
All right. Ariana Grande is getting a lot of praise for this movie. Like, I'm talking about like award contending conversations.
Really?
For this movie, yeah, I've been seeing that a lot.
That's stupid. I mean, she did good. She did good, but
people are praising her comedic timing. I mean, for me, I think her and Cynthia are the best part of the project, in my opinion.
Like
the chemistry and their friendship, because it's like a complex evolution of a friendship that I really liked watching.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Cynthia, I don't know her last name, but that lady was really good. She was awesome, and I think Ariana Grande was good too, but not quite as good as the other lady. And then I think like the comedic timing stuff, I think that's more just like good direction and pace, and like they have that kind of like Broadway pace to it. Like Broadway always throws in like those little jokes if you go see a Broadway musical, and I think they just kind of stuck with that.
So you thought it was a well-directed movie?
Well, obviously, like there's the issues we talked about with like coloring and lighting and all that stuff, and like it's not like the choreography isn't always like great in terms of like camera movement compared to some other stuff. I've like, I don't know, like if you look at the classics like Singing in the Rain and stuff, there's a little more cutting than there was in some of those older movies. But I think it's really solid. Like I'm kind of ready, by the way, if we're talking about awards contention for big event movies that are also like crossover, pretty damn good movies to start like winning Best Picture again.
Mhm.
Like I feel like the time has come from like Moonlight. I love that movie, great movie, but like Best Picture, it's like there were a lot of Best Pictures where like nobody, like very few people had seen them at the time that they won.
Mhm.
But I think it's awesome that Oppenheimer won last year, and like if Wicked won, it's probably like not even going to be in my top 5 movies, but I think it would be cool that like big spectacle movies that people also really really enjoy start winning. I would like that
Mhm.
trend to come up. But I still think it should be Dune 2,
Dune.
which would also qualify.
I think Dune will get a lot of like technological awards for sure.
I
'Cause
know,
I
but I think that's a cop out because I think it was also the best movie, you know?
Yeah, I've seen a few people say that for sure.
Hmm.
Cool. All right. Do you have anything to ask Andres Age before we continue with Silo? Because Age is
No.
like the Oz head, and he's the only person who has not seen this movie.
Yeah, because I
But it
would
makes
I
sense.
already judged it in my mind. It's not for me. It's for the people who like Wicked, and I'm just a person who likes Oz. But just so you guys know,
Well,
there is a concept in Oz called the Deadly Desert, and that Dune has
oh,
deserts.
Dune. Okay.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
don't know.
I will say I have heard because I haven't seen the Broadway play, but I have heard that Cynthia kind of plays a little bit more sad and vulnerable than the way what's her name, Idina played it originally.
I've heard the whole soundtrack.
So
She does an excellent job.
yeah,
She's really good.
She
Yeah,
seems to act the hell out of that role.
I
I
didn't
think
really have much expectations for it at all. Like it was
yeah,
something I was not much interest. The marketing kind of got me for a little bit, but then I was like, I'm still not going to go see it. But
yeah.
things just turned out where I got an opportunity to watch it, and I was pleased.
Mm-hmm. All that to say about Cynthia's performance, if that draws, because I know you want things to be a little bit more like dark and twisty, Age. So maybe Cynthia's interpretation of the character might reel you in to watch it.
Yeah,
I
but
like it.
I will say it's not a dark and twisty movie at all. It's
No,
like
it's not dark
I
and twisty, but it's darker than how Idina played it on Broadway, is what I see from observation from people who've seen both. It's not super dark. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like
no,
Cynthia's take on it is different.
It's kind of weird when she finds that guy that's been inside of that silo for so long.
Let's get to Silo.
Silo. Okay, so
Hello.
there's. Oh wait, sorry. Let me start with their ratings. What do you rate this episode? 1 out of 5 silos.
4.
4.
Oh, that's solid.
Yeah.
You went from 2
I
back
mean,
down all the way
it
to
was moving.
4. I think because now there's more mystery in it for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Because now we need to know who Ron Tucker is, right?
I mean, we kind of know who Ron Tucker is.
Do we? Is he
He's
the
the guy with the
behind
flag.
the door?
There's more we can learn about him. I will give my score. So I think I went 2 for the first episode, 3 for last week.
Mhm.
I'll bump this up to a 3.5. I don't think it was quite still excellent, but I
Yeah.
do think, I've mentioned I like the lore part and kind of feeling like I'm getting closer to understanding more of what's going on. And I did think the solo character did offer like a little bit more perspective. So I appreciated that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 3 because I didn't love the episode. I was kind of bored to some parts, but I like that we're there seems to be some more questions and mysteries that are happening. So that's why I'm kind of like pulled back in, sort of, kind of almost losing me. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like, okay, I think this is one of those shows that's actually maybe better to binge than to watch week by week, because oh geez. But yeah, so what did you think of the storylines of this one? Which one? I mean, I feel like the one that's the most prominent is the one that we all care about mostly. Is probably Juliet and what's his name, Solo, who's in the silo.
Agreed.
Who else thought that he was going to poison her for 1 second? Because I did with the food.
Oh, for sure.
I thought that was definitely a chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed you to eat the food. What? Ah!
Why?
Is it human?
It's like, doesn't he think that she's dangerous? Because that would totally make sense. So it's like, how come you didn't try to poison her?
Maybe she was just too nice. Like maybe all those other people who came in were actively antagonizing him,
Oh my
and
god,
like her kindness was. Wait, what?
those are the people from like another silo, right?
Yeah, there's
Right?
50 of them.
That's the implication, because
Oh my
their bodies are more fresh.
That's right. She should be more spooked. What's wrong with Juliet?
I don't know. I keep thinking how stinky it must be in there, and I've
Let me
been
see.
thinking this since episode 1, but no one's said anything about it. So I guess
No,
it's not stinky.
They're willing to eat, and we don't know how long Solo has been in there, right? He didn't
They have
actually
not
say.
told us. He hasn't said
Yeah.
anything.
They
was
said
quiet
it was
about it.
before so and so was the shadow for the dude, and I'm thinking it's like in the 20-year range.
Oh my god. 20 years by yourself. Kill me now. A long time.
I know, yeah, it's kind of BS that he's even as like normal as he is, to be honest.
Or maybe
What
at
if
some
he was
point
privileged?
some friends.
What if he was
Hmm?
privileged?
I do
Privileged?
mean privileged. I mean, like, what if he was like? I know you think he was the boy, but like, what if he was the shadow for the president or whatever? Like,
Well,
maybe that's why he's in there.
I'm speaking more to like just the fact that he hasn't had like a full-on psychotic
Breakdown.
break.
Oh,
Like,
I
he's
mean, that's
still
entirely still
generally
possible.
making sense. Yeah.
He
Which
could
is
still
why
be a weirdo.
I'm thinking maybe in 20 years, maybe he has had some friends from other silos. Maybe they perished somehow. I don't know.
He seems to have like a good understanding of like stuff that's going on
He knows the
around, because
secrets.
he knows how many silos there are, and he
Yeah.
knows which silo is his and which are the 4 closest.
Yes.
I have to watch episode 1 of this season again. I feel like maybe I can pinpoint him. But I'm gonna bank on he was in some position of privilege. Maybe he was the shadow. Maybe not the
The
president. They would have
shadow
probably
of
killed him.
Tim Robbins. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I
No.
mean, like the shadow of the person who is leading and reads the order, because he seems to know what's in the pact.
Yeah, he mentioned he was somebody's apprentice. I don't remember who exactly he said, but in my head I was like, oh, it's somebody in charge of like something mechanical or engineering.
Oh, wasn't it like IT? Probably. I
Mm.
think maybe IT.
I don't know, but I did think that like maybe he does have access to like a book. I don't know if it's like from privilege or just from like everybody dying, so like some
Mhm.
things were up for grabs or public.
Mhm.
But there is some reason that he knows as much as he does. Either he has access to some of the books, or the people that
Security cameras.
the people that came in maybe later were able to tell him some stuff.
Sorry, just pulling up Chris Dang, who is here with us. Hey, girl.
Chris Dang!
Chris Dang.
Saw your message way late because I'm still getting used to this new system where I feel like I can't see anything.
And they were very happy to hear us talk about Wicked too. So
Yes, Chris
Hold
Dang.
up.
Yes, I'm
That's how
guessing
you
Do you know
know-
what she's from?
I'm
Do you know
guessing
what she's
love
from?
Chris. I'm guessing you love Chris.
Oh,
Huh?
is that an Oz
Do you know what the
character or
China
something?
girl is from?
I don't. Wait,
Chinese Oz.
give me a hint. I don't
Oz the
know.
Great and Powerful. She was one of the
You
side
have
characters.
that from that movie?
I have a bunch of merch from that movie. It was Oz merch. I have Galinda's crown. I have the China girl. I have the flying monkey. Hold on.
Is
Wow.
Oz the Great and Powerful the Sam Raimi one with like James Franco and
So,
And Zach Braff as this monkey.
I watched that movie in the theater too. I guess I'm like a low key Oz
you're
head.
an Oz head.
Like, I really here's the thing. I love the original Wizard of Oz movie. Like I said, it would be like top 5 movies I'd show to an alien if they popped in.
Mm-hmm.
I
They
think
would
like
have so many
the
questions.
transition from like black and white to color within the movie would be like really helpful. Like, oh, this is how movies used to look at. So
Great effect.
I think it's just a really good like historical artifact to have as a movie. But I've never like been super in love with anything else Oz related. Like I didn't like Oz the Great and Powerful. Every time
Which
I
Aesop
didn't
shows
like
up-
it. but I love
Every
the
time
art.
Age talks to us about the books, they sound like trash. But I did like Wicked. I just consider it almost like something almost completely separate, like fan fiction.
What do you rate it 1 out of 5 Ruby shoes?
Wicked?
They weren't Ruby.
I know. but
Yes. And good thing you talked about that whole copyright thing and the
Copyrighted.
fact that there's silver in the book too, right?
Yes, they are. I know that.
So I wasn't like confused when I watched it. But I will give it like as a theater going experience overall, like 4 out of 5. But I have a feeling if I streamed it, I probably would have given it like 3. So
Yeah.
I just want to say that for anybody that's going to be like, "Oh, Andres said it was good. I'll stream it." No, you either go see it in the go see it in the theaters or expect like just a solid little movie.
I do recommend theater just for me and my ADDs. Like if I saw this at home, woof,
Yeah. I mean, the fact that it has songs kind of help keep you in it. Like
yeah,
I didn't think it was too long at 240. Like I was pretty engaged, but there was probably some stuff
I was
they coulda
engaged
cut.
for the first 2 acts, but like funny enough, the last part that everybody loves, I was like, girl, are you leaving yet? Like I was ready for it to be done. So I know I'm like
Interesting.
I'm on an island by myself because I see this like
Yeah,
everyone loves this movie. Yeah.
The ending was better.
Yeah.
Chris agrees with the 4.
Yes, I agree with that. I know. Look at that. See, everyone loves the movie. I feel like I'm crazy. I'm not saying it's horrible. It was just like I don't like love it the way everyone does.
I wouldn't blame like I don't know. Like it's not like great. Like it's not perfect by any means. And if you're not into musicals, you'd probably like be pissed off that that movie's doing so well,
I wouldn't say I hate them. I'm just I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was I thought it was fine. Are you playing the soundtrack after the theater? Like are you listening?
I did listen to a couple of them like this morning, but I'm not like playing the soundtrack on a loop or anything. I just wanted to see like the original versions from like Idina Menzel and stuff because they've like on YouTube been re-releasing some of the performances on like the Tonight Show and stuff from when the musical came out. So I was like, oh, I'll watch how it used to be performed. But I haven't been like Apple Music playing it on repeat, kind of like when I watched Moana. That's what I was doing, even though I heard Moana 2 sucks. But
got you. I've heard like lukewarm reviews for Moana 2. But
you know what else was extra long?
Back to Silo.
This episode of Silo had 10 extra minutes. 10 whole minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I felt bored. Because for a lot of it, I'm like, I should have binged this. I should have waited. We should have done like a season wrap-up show. What else did you like about Age?
I genuinely like this episode. I just like that it bounced around between the 2 different storylines. The weakest storyline for me is what's going on with Mechanical. I don't find those 2 actors to be very compelling.
I agree.
Yeah, like it's like, yeah, I'm on your side, but we gotta do this smart. Like I'm just stupid and loud.
Yeah.
Oh no, the boy that looked like he was gonna die died. Oh, who saw that coming?
Well, I don't know if I saw it coming, but it was more like, okay, that's the thing.
I know. I was like, oh,
he saved the Silo.
Have we seen this guy before? Like, I completely forgot who he was. He saved the Silo in season 1.
I don't remember.
Oh, when they were the episode where the thing's about to bust or whatever.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So probably in the next episode, a lot of people are going to be real sad about that one.
Is it me or is that like the season 1 had like filler episodes?
Maybe.
I don't know.
The engine's gonna bust. That was a whole episode. And
it was. I loved listening to that score for that scene, by the way. I haven't mentioned it to you guys or you guys at home, but I love the opening theme. I will listen to it all the time.
It's vibes.
I skip right through it. Maybe I need to give it a chance though.
It'll get you in the mode.
Me and Age are score sluts though. Love that shit. Yeah.
I love a good score too, but
I've been listening to the Oblivion score nonstop, even before I saw Oblivion. It's really good.
I love listening to a score of like a okay movie. Like that's how I was for a while with Red Sparrow. Movie's not great, but I fucking love that score. It was so good.
Interesting. Nah, I love like really good scores. Like Hans
Metal Gear
Zimmer,
Solid.
Trent
He's like
Reznor,
only for epic movies.
Ennio Morricone. All of
Oh,
like
of course.
the
You can't go
greats.
wrong with him.
Who did it? Was somebody from Radiohead did the score for Phantom Thread.
Hmm.
What's his name? Johnny something.
I can't remember.
Phantom Thread, another great score.
Let us know your favorite scores down in the comments. Okay, can we get back to we saw a major move from Juliet's dad.
Oh,
He's supposed to actually input birth control implants on these women and lie to them, but then he decided, oh no, here's my small act of rebellion. I am not gonna place birth control in her. I'm gonna let her try to conceive. Oh my god.
do you think he's gonna die? Do you think he's gonna get in big trouble?
But how would they know? I
She
mean,
would
it could
get
take her a
pregnant.
while. I mean, it could take her a while to get pregnant. I don't know.
It's his job to make sure she doesn't.
Also, like, is birth control in the silo 100%?
It's the future.
Seems like it. Oh, it's the future.
It also goes in a really inconvenient location, like in your back. Ow.
Was it the back?
Ouchies.
I don't remember the back. I don't know.
I don't know. It was definitely not where a traditional modern day implant would go.
Mm-hmm.
I do like just philosophically in terms of like character and sociological development, like the fact that they've seen one person do something brave and be successful.
Mm-hmm.
It's like trickling down to all of them now.
It's making it
Although I hate the idea that like if they all go outside, they'll die just like the other side. Like so, it's like damn.
And that's why Juliet is like, oh crap, I have to go back because she realized what her small act of bravery did.
Mm-hmm.
She was today's what is it? Ron
Tucker.
She was like, oh shit.
Ron Tucker.
I'm gonna go back. So what? They find a fire suit, but then they're also gonna need that special tape, right?
Well, the fire suit's actually designed to, like, okay, so like Solo says something that like heavily implies that like a fire suit is actually built to help you, whereas the suits for outside are not. Like he almost plainly says it.
Did he?
Yeah, but
he's telling her to get a fireman suit because it's actually going to work. Like he's implying that the ones for outside are, but also like the rest of the episode implies that when what's her name? Meadows? Is her name Meadows? Meadows asks for a suit.
Mm-hmm. She's the judge.
Do you think he really remembers her measurements?
I thought something was going to happen during that whole scene because it looked very
like going to kill her.
Yeah. I feel like he was doing secretly something else, but I guess he really was taking her measurement. It was a very weird, intimate scene.
Yeah, right? Did he really remember them?
Weird.
It's like when you go to the waiter and you just give a long order and they're just like, no writing it down.
He doesn't need correct measurements because he's planning to kill her. It doesn't matter what suit she has.
That's what I thought.
Right? Yeah, he wants to kill her. Dun, dun, dun.
But maybe we're reading it wrong. Maybe he just wants to bone her.
Does he?
He's willing to like shut down the whole silo for like 5 minutes for her.
They have a secret past.
They do.
We don't know too much about.
I don't care either, though. Do you?
He was watching those secret tapes. What were we seeing? What was that?
Sledding.
I saw a child. Did she used to have a child?
White people birthday party.
Yeah, maybe they did have a child, and maybe that's why she drinks, because maybe it got.
You think they just got to the silos?
Died or got taken away?
Maybe.
I don't think those are her videos.
No, she looks pretty emotional.
Yeah, because you live in a stupid hole in the ground. Like when she says the thing about the syndrome, like maybe the syndrome's just like, I don't know, the silo. Light bulb moment. Oh, we're not supposed to be mole people.
She does say we're not meant to live underground.
We're not.
And then that's why you have the syndrome, which I forgot that was a thing until they
I forgot too.
That this guy has it. Yeah.
I forgot all about it.
I forgot it. I mean,
yeah.
I thought it was like unexplained, like Parkinson's or something. Like
it was unexplained. I mean, it's still. I mean, she could be wrong, but now that she said it, I think she's right.
Any other interesting characters? or interesting storylines that happened.
There was a guy,
Um,
and he did a favor, and then the flaming bottle of.
Yeah, what was going on? I know it's like some political move, but I was a little bit like,
He was hired to incite violence.
mhm. Okay. And then he was like, I'm willing to do that as long as you wipe away my memories of my wife. People are depressed in this silo.
yeah.
They're
Yes.
alcoholics. They
Wipe
want
away
eternal
my
sunshine, their
memories.
minds. Huh?
Yeah, no, that was weird. I didn't even know. Like, where did that guy come from? Did we see him last season?
Yeah, they helped.
He might
He
have.
was helping out in the last season.
Have we seen his wife?
I think, okay,
Did
I
she
do remember
die?
a lady. I remember a lady last season who she stays in her room because they wiped away her memories and they give her like some new fake memories.
She
But
was the
she
flame
seemed
keeper.
pretty. Is that Doris? Because she seemed pretty old. Was that his wife that he's talking about?
That's what I assumed.
Okay, so I guess she is Doris.
But I don't know. That was the flame keeper. Let's find out. I think the guy's name was Patrick.
Patrick.
Yes, good. Let's provide some answers to the audience.
It's been
Instead
how
of-
long since we watched the first season?
You've been watching along with us. You already know what kind of show this is. We're just
Chris Dang, are you if you're still listening, are you a Silo fan?
Oh yeah,
Or are you just a Melissa Byrne fan? You never miss an episode.
Chris Dang is the coolest person ever. Chris
Why
Dang
not?
literally knows someone that I met at a convention, and they told me that Chris Dang is literally the coolest. And I was like, indeed,
Awesome.
anime is bringing everybody together.
People together. Gotcha.
All right, so Patrick is the name of the guy. I'm looking up his wife, Doris.
Okay.
And Doris, they live together. She was framed or not. I'm trying to read this without spoiling anything for myself.
Yes, holla at Chris Dang.
Chris Dang.
Well, thank you so much for choosing to spend your precious Sunday night with us. I really appreciate it. You're the best.
Yeah. Doris. Chris Dang is the fourth member of this podcast. Yes. Melissa, surprise. There have been four of us all along.
All along, it was the four of us. That's what the story was about.
Chris, I wish I could like genuinely tell you gotta watch Silo and the show would be so much better to listen to us talk, but as you can see, this season has not been so outstanding yet. But
we'll
let you know if it kicks up.
Mm-hmm. We'll let you know. I'll just say what I said the last couple episodes. Watch Don to Don this season. It is simul-dubbed and it is fun. I am not sponsored.
Probably already watches Don.
I mean, it's currently running. A bunch of people are watching it.
Yeah.
I think I saw somebody tweet about it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, this is a show that Paige mentioned."
I recommend it. What else happened? Okay, so that was really uncomfortable between Meadows and Tim.
Tim Robinson. She's on to him about like the fact that that
he's picking up on the fact that he's a liar.
Yes, that she did not ask to go out.
Wow.
They should have done an investigation.
Yeah, but so who? I guess he is the highest power. She's not. Right? She's like right below him.
I don't. Well, wasn't she disgraced in the last season?
Yeah, she's like a former something, right?
Former judge.
Yeah, I genuinely believe that she either quit in disgrace or. What an interesting thing that I remember nothing about a show I've seen.
Well, I like the fact that they showed us that she's very suspicious of him because it adds another element, I think, of like intrigue and danger. I want her now. I really want to see her like get closer to the truth of like finding out what he's really up to, and wanting to know what he's really going to be doing with her orchestrating this shut down the silo for what was it for a day, 24 hours. So that she can go out, because I really feel like he's going to kill her.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it would be great for the silo if somebody went out and died.
Died.
It would kind
Yeah,
of
so they could stay inside.
bring the heat down a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
maybe Juliet doesn't live. Maybe she's just dead right over that hill.
Yes.
Whoa.
That was weird.
I don't know what just happened.
It was my headset just slid down the thing.
Oh.
Unexpectedly.
Cool. Well, I think we covered the main things that we wanted to talk about. I can't think of anything else that happened. Let me double check.
I feel
my
like
notes.
so much happened. So much happened. Wait,
You gave it
there
a
has to
4,
be more.
lady. Bring it up. You gave it a 4.
Well,
Okay, wait.
Solo left his hole at the end.
Great.
And then he sat in
That-
the worst spot to sit. Don't sit there. Do not sit on the rickety bridge, Solo.
Furthest ever been. That's crazy.
On the rickety bridge.
He said it's the furthest he's ever been.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's the furthest he's ever walked away from his door.
Hmm.
I'm going to say
Since
something crazy.
Whatever it went down.
What are you gonna
Do you
say?
think the third person in the silo
A
And that
third
one.
person?
who
That
cut
would
her rope.
That would be exciting. I wanna, yeah, like let's get more unexpected people from other silos. Come on now.
Those other
Yeah,
dudes
so
look
I did
fresh.
see that in a recap I watched before this to refresh my memory. Somebody was pointing out like the different camera angles they sometimes use in that silo to like show that it's like kind of like a POV, like maybe somebody's watching Juliet, and then the cut rope
Mhm.
as well. So there could be somebody else.
All right.
Lies. How about that?
Yeah. Can you get more overt? You just write it on the freaking glass. What else did you want to talk about, Miss 4 silos out of 5?
4 out of 5 silos. Apparently, there's names written down underneath the silo for some reason.
That's right.
Ah.
I don't remember that detail.
Yeah,
No,
the guy says it. One of the people from Mechanical, the dude.
Yeah, the guy who's not very compelling.
Yeah, those guys are all
The
boring.
generic archetype
He-
mechanical type
One that said there
character.
are names underneath the silo, like graffiti.
Yeah, like
Yes.
names written. Yeah, like graffitied names. So what are they from? Are
Is
they
that supposed
like
to indicate?
people that maybe somebody had their mind erased or like their memories erased, and
Mhm.
now we've forgotten who those people are? Like, I don't know.
I need to go back. I need to watch a video about that because I don't remember that at all.
My thing though,
Some parts of it I
Go
blacked
ahead.
out. But go ahead.
my thing though is like these underneath tunnel kind of thingies. Like every other episode, like somebody else knows about the secret tunnels. Like in season 1, it was like just Juliet knew about it, and then maybe that friend of hers from IT that never showed up again. Is he dead? Anyway,
When that she was banging, he killed himself.
Oh,
he
yeah.
did kill himself, or he was like mind wiped.
He showed the video where he found out some truth about something and he was like, peace out.
I don't know if I trust videos in this show.
That's
fair.
That's fair.
Yeah. But then season 2 starts and it's like, oh, Juliet and her friend from childhood know about the underground tunnels. Okay, whatever. And then this episode is like, this guy as well. Like, doesn't seem so
Oh.
special.
Oh, okay. So you're like you don't like that everyone's in, like not everyone, but a lot of people are in on some type of secrets.
Yeah, like I'm getting to the point where I'm like, are the deputies gonna like send security down there? Because like number 1, a rebellion is about to start. And number 2, clearly everyone knows about the underground water tunnels. Now I must stop speaking because I know spoilers.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
know spoilers.
I remember things from the comic book,
Oh, that's right.
and I cannot say anymore now.
Okay, I just remember that you did read one of the comic books, right? Not all of them.
I don't know if I read all of them. I don't know if it only adapted one book. I just know I read what I could,
Okay,
and I know
say
things.
that thing because I don't want spoilers. I'm shrugging along this show that I should have binged for season 2, but here I am.
Should we have wait? I mean, how are we gonna know that?
That's a good point. We wouldn't have known that. We should have just binged it instead of doing week to week. Because
It's okay. We'll go. I will watch Gladiator next week, and then I'll be able to talk about that.
I'm still watching Dune Prophecy. I'm actively watching Dune Prophecy, and it is
It's good or bad?
it's doing things that are not in the book, which is kind of like, I wonder what that is. So I am intrigued, but also I wonder what the hell that is. That's
Well, yeah.
weird.
So it's not based on anything, really, right?
No, parts of it are. I mean, can I just
Fanfic.
can I just tell you? Are you guys really gonna watch it?
Doesn't seem like it because people aren't really hyped about it.
Mm-mm.
All right. Spoilers for episode 1 of Dune Prophecy. For those of you who are not interested, please just go blah, 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 and it's a minor spoiler. But like,
Mute the video. Mm-hmm.
there's a part where this guy who's not part of the Bene Gesserit uses his mind to make someone burn from the inside. Their body is cooked, but also someone from the other side of the universe is also cooked at the same time. And you're led to believe that he did it with his mind. And you're just, I can't explain it. All I want to know is how he did that in
Okay.
Dune.
Verse. Sounds
That's
like
not a thing in Dune.
Are there
What-
worms?
I haven't seen a worm yet. Actually, I haven't seen Arrakis yet at all.
Yeah,
They
because
talk
you're not
about
on Arrakis, right?
I mean, but it takes place on a lot of different planets, so I assume we will go to Arrakis at some point. Maybe they did and I forgot. I think we just saw like something happen on Arrakis, but yeah, I don't remember anybody being able to mess up anybody with their mind. And I'm not saying that it could not happen in the Dune universe. I'm just saying that ain't in the books.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it.
stuff up.
I like it now.
I like it. So that happened in episode 2?
Episode 2 got a little better, and now I'm invested. No, that happened at episode 1.
Okay, that happened in episode 1. All right.
And then he
Okay.
he tries to do it again, and he literally does this.
I'm really surprised it's kind of gotten like C+ grades. You know?
Oh, really?
Too. I am because people really love and praise the first Dunes.
And because like HBO, you know, like when they put
It's
their effort
usually
into like
good,
a
but-
big property like that, they usually
I tried something because we're here.
yeah, why not?
Hello.
You need to go this way, Age.
Hello.
I feel like I gotta get like
You know, it's like that Michael Jackson
Even.
video. It's like, I'm black, I'm white. Like that one
We-
when he changes his
We
face.
are all wearing a black shirt. I just wanted to know that.
It's
all
the
wearing black.
sign.
cool.
It's the uniform.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now I'm in the
Yeah,
middle.
Dune.
Dune, yeah, I don't watch it. I'm still watching Jackal with my mama. We're liking it. I have to finish Lioness, and then that's all that I'm really watching. That's about it. When I started binging season 2 for Lioness, I was very surprised that it starts like a new storyline.
Altogether?
Like the White
Yeah, like,
Lotus.
I thought, the guy that they were supposed to kill, who, like, there was a whole like terrorist funding person that they had to get. Like, that was the mission, and it's like, oh, now there's a new mission for season 2, and I was very surprised.
Did they get the guy at the end of season 1? Spoiler alert.
That's a spoiler if I say yes or no.
It seems like they must have, because it wouldn't just be like, we gotta get this guy, and then season 2, it's like, forget about that. We gotta get this guy now. You know?
I guess I kind of gave that away, but
Yeah.
I was so surprised because I thought that there was going to be like a consequence to that happening, because that's what they kept talking about. Like, if we take him out, then like, what's the effect of this country and that country? So I was so surprised when it's like a whole new mission for season 2. I was like, wait, what?
Turns out you can kill whoever you want with no consequences.
But I haven't finished season 2 yet, so maybe there is going to be some like surprise consequence, but it hasn't come up yet. There's like a whole new thing with Mexico and China. There's like a Chinese agent they need to find. I love Zoe Saldana, but she has had several scenes where she's doing a lot of yelling, and I hate it when actors do this because I'm always like, okay, yelling constantly is not equal good acting. Let's do something else here.
True.
Yeah.
Al Pacino.
I remember sometimes DiCaprio will would get that criticism sometimes too back in the day.
Yelling.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll see how that turns out. Anything else we want to talk about before we peace out?
I was watching Ranma 1/2 and I dropped it after one episode. So, dun dun dun.
Oh, it's a other title?
Oh, sorry. There's a classic anime called Ranma 1/2. A remake just came out, and they've made questionable changes to it. But it seems like it's just not for me.
That's fine.
I'm watching a bunch of shit. I just can't remember any of it.
It's fine. We will save it for the next episode. And with that, we will wrap up season 2, episode 3. And we'll see you guys next week. Let us know down in the comments what you rate the episode 1 out of 5 silos. Let us know what you think of Wicked if you watched it.